Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the Cursebreakers and our other friends in the West, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvassers in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right. You win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the Professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well. If Sid could see you now. All right? I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Where to start? Reels and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Sid's gonna chop off Kupka's head this time.
You were born in Rosalith, weren't you? How's it coming along?
Nearly there.
Blackthorn.
What's it look?
I have a commission. You require... Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. I'll see what...
My thanks.
Was wondering where mate's back from Canva.
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot?
Excellent.
It's paid. 100. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water. And that would...
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on.
Thank you. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Is it business? Or pleasure? Quite the opposite. Like father, like daughter. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. And be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? Finished, are you?
Clive. Summer store. What do you want? No scratches, all right? Anything else?
Good oil in this should be enough to outdo
Bardolph. So naturally
Well, I'd love to help, but I'm afraid I'd gladly spare mid...
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does... You know, the one over at...
That's right. I'll ask Martha.
Least I could do.
Dragons have been up to their old tricks again.
Thanks, Gal.
Take us unawares, did you? Come on!
straight home now.
It's over.
Anything catch your eye? Not sure you could carry that. Thanks very much. Much obliged. Thanks very much. Much obliged. Fare thee well.
girl.
guy's dead now.
Anything catch your eye? Much obliged. Thanks very much. There you go. Thanks very much.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't.
Thank you, Martha.
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look from there then.
finished.
Hi. I've ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, I couldn't...
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. But I came up here hoping to visit. Even Pat. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and...
It's the least I...
Well, thank you kindly.
This shouldn't take long. Too slow. That should do it.
Thank you, son.
How long it...
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. Is it?
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else. Ambrosia won't help me here. This is no time to ride.
Jill looked white as a sheet when we brought her.
And what can I do for you? Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
All right, Clive. You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard.
That's brilliant.
Is there...
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything out. So as soon as Bernard gets it, I can't wait.
That's my good deed. The day done. Let's see her. Jill's faring.
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves? Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something. You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Taya has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time, and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
No one knows herb lore like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of Cursebreakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A Cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing. I can't help but worry.
They know the work is dangerous.
But what if I've got... Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing. But I never really thought how my words might affect them.
I'll go and find them.
Thank you, Sid. The plan was to...
That should be enough to go on.
Slavers don't even bother with Northreach now that all the hype on the Ffxvi. There's talk.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about.
Doris sent me to find you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway...
Well, I'm here now.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather... I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those...
You made the right decision.
The goblins...
You have duties to attend to here.
All right. Just follow the path to this, and please, hurry. If the beastman gets...
I won't let that happen.
Thank you.
Don't thank me just yet. They're trying to get into the carriage. It's over! Nice try.
Who are you?
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others?
Why should we run? One miserable death's no...
Perhaps. Freedom, safety, the life you...
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't...
This man risked his life.
Fine.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back.
Thank you. The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. Too slow. Nice try. There's a good boy. That's better. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this'll put Rodriguez's mind at ease. Back to the stables, girl.
I ain't got much, but what's mine is yours, for a price. You won't be disappointed. Fare you well?
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Sid, welcome back. If I'd just waited a little, or maybe I wouldn't.
Cole and the others got home safely.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking. What kind of leader? I should have urged greater caution.
We swore the same.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't miss no one with doubts ever joins our ranks.
We all know how much bravery that...
Cole, I never doubted. Thank you. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer, but...
You will.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. I'm sorry. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. One ill-conceived incision. A single and even success means tremendous pain. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is they toil in the shadows, risking life, and yet we never want for volunteers.
Conviction?
They're willing to fight. To give their... I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the...
You sound like it's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. Thank you for helping.
Help you today, Clive? You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid. Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. All done?
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
Jill looked white as a sheet when we brought her.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and, seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shan't be a moment.
Ain't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
I wish
I think I'll wait till mid's away to take a tour of her.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers. If only we knew for certain by what...
Well, if anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you.
What?
Word that...
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne.
You have nothing to worry about on that front.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
The Dalmekian government... Choose for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance?
If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The little uns have been up to their old...
It's just one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you? 2. And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kopko withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think With this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes. It seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, and you have your answer. To find Kupka, it may well have gone cold by now. But as they
allow me to... As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready.
Very well, but be quicker.
And how may I assist you today? We met under curious circumstance. Naturally. Still. Lord Byron Roth. I heard tell. Why? Your nemesis then? Here for another of my lectures? have the details here. One must understand one's place in the world.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be
You're not going in there?
Don't worry. I'm not going there. I won't risk any more than I have to.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid.
Thanks.
So, what about...
Don't look so worried.
Thank fuck.
Gav, Otto.
You can count.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart.
We shall. Come, let us... I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
You're finished!
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived. You whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home. Fell from the saddle. I shall never... Forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
It's over.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
It's over.
Have you lost your way already, my boy? The ruins mark the road to the inn.
Good girl. You're finished.
You deserve a rest. Well, Clive. Looks like you need a bigger sword. Too slow.
It should have stayed in its shell.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Who's this blue blood?
Back, are you? So, will it be? It'd last you a good while. That it? Fine. Clive. So, will it be?
Is it business or pleasure? You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else? Is that all?
Maeve knows how to brew a bitter, all right.
Tome says he's looking for books about Torgal. I know.
How good it is to see you, Clive. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it. My knowledge is yours. Did you know? But once, until it was... What subject shall we consider today? Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? From the And so, as to what... May the winds of fortune carry you far.
Easy does it.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead. Skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Come on. Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
The outlaw! Take him!
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
for your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine. Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Ship won't crack, no matter.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got to leave.
Anything I can interest you in? An excellent choice. My thanks. Anything else I can take off your hands? Go with Gilbert.
Light it for Gilbert's sake.
Anything I can help you?
Allow me. My good man, we're seeking to expand our business in the region.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our...
Thank you.
Oh, no. Well...
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barge.
What do you want?
I won't keep you long. A woman by the name...
Never heard of her.
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest treasure...
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. The owner's only a young sprig.
The Briar's Kiss, you said?
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Your arms are like iron.
Look, Father. Hot water.
Hanging lanterns! Keep...
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you?
Can I help you?
Yes, a long-standing pillar.
Then you should ask. He's been here for years. Try the baths.
Thank... Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furter knows.
Sweet incense! Wax candle!
Excuse me.
I am.
I hope so. Do you know Rosina Dalamil?
And what?
She was a close friend of mine.
Very well. Go to the bordello.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I...
So you're the ones who've been
I beg your...
Don't play the... Stick your nose in our...
It's over.
Who are you working for? Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Plates and pots! Bowls and
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
My carpets!
Is this the
Lubo's forge? Ah, so much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. Sorry. Whoever this Lubor truly is.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any...
All right. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with...
You've heard?
I've heard rumor.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to... Us common folk have hardly had a shard, and it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either.
Do you have a moment?
Depend.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be...
Well, we're a stone's throw from the soldiers guarding the mother crystal and the shipments. The men of the rock throw their money about like...
Is that so?
Light meat and dark, fresh from the grill. Get it while it's hot.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier?
I'm...
Then be off with you.
You have...
Don't be stupid. I just don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to him. No, just leave.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Take a sniff, good sir.
My carpets have pride of place.
What was all that crashing and banging about before? The town has picked a fight.
It's you. What do you want?
I'm looking for my pal.
The gentleman who was with you?
Thank you.
Me treat you.
Huh?
Will this suffice?
By the sense.
One of the many treasures in my collection.
All right. But not...
Woody. Care to explain where you're...
Bait, my boy. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I had no luck, of course, but my uncharacteristic indiscretion. They took me aside and said they could...
So the pup...
I thought they'd ask for more. A small price to pay. But enough about my little act of...
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private... I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystal...
I'll wager you'll...
We'll meet with them then. And put an end to the trouble loop.
Ha! That preening popinjay. It just goes to show one should never under... I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord.
All the silver and stones I could...
You brought the whole 5...
That was the price we agreed upon.
Of course.
Not bad at... But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road...
Because these crystals are no longer that you're buying from...
And we have no more jurisdiction, but we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a...
Royally?
Why? To collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. And being such good friends, and now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound...
Did you get all that?
My lord!
Double-crossing dog. Kill them! Kill them both!
Not over yet, Uncle!
Good! I'm just getting warmed up!
Finished!
Well, how'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the well...
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men. Until you two came along. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my... Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Omia Lostelan. Tuisa Achilles.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was...
Come on, Uncle.
Is it true? What I'm hearing? The men of the rock. I've never even forged a button. Perhaps Forge Master.
I wouldn't put it...
Oh, sorry. I'm Saver, Master, soon to be former apprentice if I don't. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that I don't suppose you...
I'm afraid.
Never mind.
I could give... I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been.
I'd be...
So...
Good question. And then there's this little riddle.
The way I see it, there's only one way, but we need information.
You're right. Now, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and they're bound to have an opinion or two about the tool. All right, I'll talk to every cook I can find.
All right.
Let's hope that someone...
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
It would make her fine.
Welcomes.
A question. I need to know what makes
You a blacksmith?
something.
Fair enough. No, first and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make... Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chop.
So a knife that stays.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't ship
Everything I've worked
no matter
for.
how.
All those years of...
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. On second thought, perhaps...
That depends on...
I'd have you save my business. The baths. The waters... I've no doubt that my woes... But I can't go and investigate. I'm bound to these baths in...
All right.
Wonderful. Leave the market by these baths, or all my life...
Hanging lantern!
Ah, they've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Make our way back to the Fang now, at least.
Yeah, but what...
What is it?
Sorry.
Hunter?
I have a question.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a... Your knife snaps every time you use it. You'll be spending coin as fast as you...
Thank you.
All business, eh?
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Just look at the detail!
Kneaded to a silken softness.
The finest fabrics!
So, you learn anything useful?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay...
All the cook said was that he need too heavy and...
So we're no better off than... Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with... That can't be right. But no.
No doubt you're right. I have to make a start soon.
Agreed.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hard. Trouble is, it's meaning someone is going to be disappointed.
Is there no one else you can turn to?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my... A merchant. A favourite of Forge Master Lubor. I bet she'd know...
Thanks, Gal.
Old cook has finally made his move.
Yes. Any luck?
Well, I asked her.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress, they're just not that fine. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation, but adamantite ore is unique to ash.
And it's beyond...
Unique to... Are there any materials unique to Dalamil?
What are you getting?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron, but he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limes. Folk first settled Dalamil to get it in hand. If you know the trick, it can be melted.
Bloody hell, I don't suppose you...
It's hardly my speciality.
Looks like I've got some luck. Clive,
The limestone? Besides, I want to know.
You'll have no trouble finding limestone.
Then I suppose I'll meet you...
Right you are. So, do you crush it up?
Yeah!
can walk from here.
The most fragrant herbs and
juiciest meat.
warm from the oven.
Plates and pots! Silver platters!
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah,
What is it, Lubor?
a question that I... Where is it that you're...
To Drake's Fang.
Then allow... Drake's Fang is... Salmeki and Walud are allies, but no nation has ever before allowed a foreign...
Not by choice.
And there's more. My man on the... I fear there may be more trouble. If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me... I've lost one Cid already.
I don't plan on dying.
Well, so long.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Southern needs.
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on.
What the hell are those things?
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Get up, my boy!
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Come on, girl, the gate's open.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Are you looking for something in particular? Here you are. Go with Gilbert.
Oh.
Wait, Incense! There he is! The man... I was hoping the baths grow more bearable by them.
I'm glad to hear.
Now, tell me this. What did you...
Not what I expect.
You tell her... That's not to say I don't believe you, though. But I burdened you with my... Right. It's high time I...
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Light, meat and dark, fresh from the grill. My carpets have pride of place in...
I wasn't sure how much... you'd need, but I hope this is...
You are one of... You and that merchant boat, she's got... Now, times... A knife forged from the very...
It's a fine-looking...
That sounds like my cue.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving? What do... It's sharp-ish. but... And it's heavy. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook, and it looks like someone paid a visit to the tip. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but...
And I was so certain.
I don't know who you found to teach you that. Next question. How much do you think I would...
Well, if it took you even a
I would. And who... The butcher? The hunt. Dalamil's home to humble trade. Rule number 1 in any...
Yes, Forgeman.
This is... just... I'd say you're worth keeping around. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an...
I will. What would you do?
I'd do what I always do. If it was for the butcher, I'd make... For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as... For the cook, and for the nobleman...
There goes
It looks like congratulations are...
I couldn't have done it with so much for the Forge Master. The spirit of Dalamil had meaning.
You've passed your test.
And when I do, I'll...
Take us. Make a fine gift.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Plates and pots!
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Ah, my favorite pupil. Allow me to educate you. The state of the realm is ever-changing. Clive.
Who's this blue blood?
Sid's going to find Cooker and finish the job.
Back, are you? So, will it be?
This is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Plates and pots! Bowls and...
Sweet incense. Wax candle.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Come on, girl, the gate's open.
Get that damned wagon fixed! Unless you'd rather our men in Dalamil starve.